is a renowned international and Nigerian singer, saxophonist. He's an international award-winning artist, recognized everywhere on the globe, an Afrobeat pioneer with his father. He's the one and only, the executive, Femi Kuti. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
I don't want to introduce you as Fela Son because we all know you're a brand on your own.
Yeah,
so we don't need to introduce that.
Fela Son. I'm not running away from that fight. I'm Fela Son. I can never deny my father.
My first question to you is Afrobeat.
Yes.
It's been obviously celebrated and appreciated internationally.
Yes.
Locally, we don't have much of appreciation for it. It's almost like a selected few people are still in that business of Afrobeat. In your view, are these new times for Afrobeats in the world, or do you think we still need to do more so that it doesn't go extinct, especially within Africa?
I don't think it will ever go extinct because the greatest musicians in the world are always tapping out of it.
Yeah.
Even our musicians today or artists today tap out of it. So it will always be there. Like jazz will always be there. Classical music will always be there. So it will never go extinct. I think what the problem I see is that we don't really have an industry, even with Nollywood. And that's because the government has never taken art as seriously as it should. Right. But then, the government didn't take medicine seriously. Or that's why we are in the predicament we are in today. Imagine, we have so many young, talented artists, but they can't play musical instruments. How can you say you are a musician and you don't know anything about any musical instrument? I can read, but I cannot read like Madi. A piece that Madi will read, because he went to school and studied music properly, he will read it in like 5 minutes. It might take me 5 days to play that piece.
We have Grammy nominations from Burna Boy, and for me, we know for a fact if you hear Burna Boy's sound, you would hear Afrobeat, you would hear the ethos of what Fela stood for. And how does that make you feel to see it being recognized? You've gotten Grammy nomination, a song that embodies your value, getting Grammy nomination. What would you say to that? And those that are thinking, I don't want to do Afrobeat, I want to do whatever is making money.
I don't think it's only Burna Boy taking out of Fela.
Yeah, everybody.
I think 90% of our artists here take out of Fela. You can take any singer and put into any of these songs and not know, because the rhythms is still the same. They are monotonous. When Fela is composing, Fela is not monotonous. Maybe one thing might be the same, the percussions or koloji, the percussions, but everything, or the shekere will go. But even there, it changes. But then when you listen to the bass line, or when the horns come in, watch, a lot of people try to study music. When they see the difficulty in music, they run away from it. Everybody just wants the razzmatazz at the top. The gegen, fame, money.
The icing.
But that is not, music is as serious as medicine. So, and when you meet any serious musician, you will see that person is cool. Because you are studying, you never stop practicing. I still do 6 hours of practice daily, every day.
Tell us how seeing your son, grooming your son to this. I mean, you took from your father, and now you're giving back to your son. That must be the greatest feeling on earth. You know that what you got, you're still passing on, and he's doing it at a higher level.
There's no greater feeling. There's no feeling when your child tells you, "I love you," and your I don't see any feeling. That's why, like the other topic, how you don't bring your children, you just want your child to have love and beautiful things in this life. You don't bring stress on your child, because they will have their stress. So the way I see Madia as well is, I just saw this beautiful, I knew he was gifted by God. I knew he had the talent, was now to train him and give him, because my father didn't do all that. And I quickly, like, yes, Fela was great, but Fela did have flaws. And one of the flaws was he did not let me, he should have made sure. But Fela wanted to use me as an experiment. So his excuse was that I would be successful without going to school. Without education. And his brother, my mother, everybody just freaked out. That, no! When I became successful, it was, didn't I tell you? So, but I, as me that went through that experiment, I know it was very risky.
Let me play this song that our viewers to watch. I want to discuss it. So, talking about Afrobeat, she practically took from, Helena practically took from Fela's oil.
Look, majority of the best musicians take from Fela and have taken from Fela. Look, the great Miles Davis admired Fela. The Beatles, James Brown, okay, today, Beyonce, Jay-Z,
Yes.
Common. There's none of Wyclef. There's nobody that has not taken from Fela. Because
this is
he was
outright.
Fela was a body. Fela is an institution himself. Fela's music should be in university. Fela's music is studied all over the world, except here.